Of college basketball here on ESPN Plus, and we are here in Highland Heights as the Northern Kentucky Norse host the Nicholls Colonels from the Southland Conference. Let's good evening, everyone. Brady Labor joined by the mayor of Section 110, David Wassler. And David, it's that time of year again. There's a juice in the air, and it's because he doesn't turn 30 years old until February, David Wassler. He's not much older than you are.
And this isn't his first season with them. It's his second.
Yeah.
So.
But he is on the fast track, that's for sure. He led this team to 20 wins last season for just the 8th time in program history, and he is a former Colonel as well. Played a graduate season for them not all that long ago, back in 2017. Here's Goresger. He is the Division II transfer out of Northern Michigan, and he'll have to take a shot at the end of the shot clock, and that was not really a very good offensive set to start things.
A bit of a sloppy possession. Everybody sliding around. Didn't really get any pressure on the paint there. Everything stayed around the perimeter.
And now here's the Colonels facing that. Well, it's not a zone. It's not a man-to-man. But it is what it is, right? And there's a drive to the hoop. He really struggled in its first 2 games against Florida State and Purdue as far as turning the ball over. Nice little crossover by Ireland, no good. He's going to get his own miss and lay it up and in.
A way to stick with the shot. It didn't go on the first one. He got the second one, though.
The Northern Kentucky turning it over more than assist, and that's always a stat a coach looks at with chagrin. Here's Pavorius, and Hubie for 3, knocks it down.
That's what he's known for, and he gets a clean look and knocks it. Come from 3, that's second in the nation. They want to get quality looks. NKU wants to get out and run. Oh, great finish there over Atijere. And then both teams we've already talked about for as long as possible.
West converts it. It's a 5-3 Nicholls advantage as Robinson takes it to West, and West deters his shot. Now West will get it on the break and attack it at Atijere. No good. He gets his own board and lays it up and in for the stick back. To Atijere, who can't handle it, and Nicholls comes away with it. Here is Robinson. They're swinging around the horn, and it's Ike Cornish with a 3-pointer, no good. Pavorius hits the deck, and that allows Nicholls to get the long offensive rebound. There's the one more pass to Cornish, and he'll bury it out of the corner. And all of a sudden,
a second ago, he's not afraid. Nobody's really afraid to shoot it on this team.
Now it's a steal on the other end. Here's Brown. He'll kick it out, but a good closeout by Dilling. Ireland dances with it. A skip pass, short. And there's the rebound, another offensive rebound in the game for the first time, part of the Horizon League all-freshman team, and he was the hero in the Horizon League quarterfinals when he forced overtime with that wild shot off the missed free throw as Atijere on the other end knocks it in. Benson skips it over to Dilling. The left-hand bandit is too strong, and Pettis comes away with it. Northern Kentucky with another chance. Here's Dilling again from long range, and that one is buried in the bottom of the sack.
All set up by Pettis' efforts on the glass. It was like 1-on-3, 2-on-4 down there, trying to get that rebound. He comes away with it.
Here's West with it now on the high post. He'll get it back out to Robinson for 3, and he's splashing. And there's the big fella into the game for the first time, the 7-footer Paulus Rapolis. They're going to need him to get on the boards with all that size.
They are, and there's a great wall up, down low, and rebound as we get a foul on the other end.
Here's L.J. Wells. Started most of the season last year. Eastern Illinois. Is L.J. Wells not right?
A lot of coaches, you had to go back and they got to roll out the tapes and try and get their game film. I mean, he's got no problem.
Oh, and the stick back is good. Makai Collins. They go so fast, they almost skipped 2 media timeouts before they could get a dead ball. Let's see if it happens this time. Oh, and a hammer at the end. That's one way to prevent the dunk from happening. It's 8 20-win seasons in its history, and he got them to one of them. These votes, they are really going to be one of.
He was close to the hoop, ready to score.
There's Robinson with it. He finds Dilling down low, and it rattles in.
Great find by Trey there.
Up that Brian Miles, missing his second straight game, he was a scratch. It was not told if he made the trip or not. Not sure if he'll be a scratch tomorrow against Cincinnati. But that's a guy that is really good player. As you see Robinson down low.
Junior with 2 fouls early in this game.
So that will count on Makai Collins, who's averaging nearly 6 rebounds per contest. That's a great triple threat on the boards as Robert Brown knocks that one in.
That's what exactly. The Norse are getting really good looks with Trey Robinson posting up. They're putting a lot of attention on his post-ups, and that's opening a lot of cutters right now.
Oh, a little dipsy-do, and somebody couldn't find their man, and that's for the Colonels. There's a ball fake, and a long two-pointer by Pettis, no good, and it's deflected out to English. Here's Brown for 3. Got it. Robert Brown starting to heat up a little bit here.
His feet crossed up a little bit and just takes him a couple extra steps.
How about the hustle, though, of Trey Robinson, the Horizon League Defensive Player of the Year from last season.
Defensive Player of the Year, first team.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Of course, you and I did a couple games last year with Texas A&M Corpus Christi, also in this league. We see a lot out of McNeese because of Will Wade and his pass, but man, Nicholls, you got to put them as appointment television as well.
Definitely do.
And then from all range,
shooter is looking to find his shot.
Here's the kick out. Gray gets a touch. He'll get it to Robinson instead. He's got a hand in his face, and the 4th tip back dunk. So even when they miss 3-pointers, nobody's finding their man to block out.
And that's the thing about this team. They know that if anybody gets an opening, they're going to shoot it, so they're ready to crash the glass. They're expecting shots to go up.
And regardless of what you call this defense, any kind of a zone or not a zone, that's what you're prone to, is you're rebounding an area, not a person. There's no one to block out. And, settle for first available, but South Alabama was better on the boards.
And they couldn't pull out the win at the end. But we're seeing what happens when the threes go down.
There. It's basically just an extension of their defense where the 2 top guys on that zone or whatever you call it meet them full court. Oh, there's a crossover. No good, but a foul called. And Ireland will go to the line.
Yeah, Nicholls is really
5 of 8 from the charity stripe. And he'll make Ireland from St. Francis Academy. And right now, Nicholls is coming to Truist Arena and made a statement here in this first half, leading by 19.
Yeah, they've really punched Northern Kentucky in the mouth so far.
Here's Pavorius for 3. Rattles in! And it's a shot like that might get Northern Kentucky jump start.
I mean, he gave them everything they had in the Horizon League tournament to keep them moving. Just wasn't enough.
And that 33-point performance in the semifinals, but it wasn't quite enough as Josh Dilling on the other end as he starts to heat up. Here's Ireland with it. Ireland will get it back. He's got a Tijere guarding him. That's a mismatch, and it's a blow-by, but a Tijere, he might have got beat off the bounce, but I think they're going to call that a...
Let's take a look at this one. Hard to tell.
With that Northern Kentucky shirt on, and you get some people on board. So we get back to live action here. Here is Robinson from the short corner, and he rattles that one in.
These last 2-3 minutes for North have been a...
Robinson knocks it away, and Tijere picks it up. Let's see if Northern Kentucky can get some points off turnover. Oh, it looked like Robinson took it away from his own guy. Dilling mishandled, he fakes, and he comes in with by Brown. I don't know if that's what they drew up in the huddle. Here's Dilling. Northern Kentucky has a chance for a 2-for-1 now. Here's Robinson. It's a long 2-pointer, no good, and then a loose ball foul, and that, I believe, is going to be against Nicholls. So that's 7 fouls against Northern Kentucky, so it's a 1-and-1 opportunity. And on the season. And Nicholls could play for the last shot, but this isn't in their DNA. Instead, Robinson will drive to the bucket. Northern Kentucky gets the rebound, and now they'll have a chance for the final shot.
Just when we thought it could be 2-for-1, it was 3-for-2. And
here's Wells, no good. It's rebounded by Ireland. 5 seconds. The kick out. Short, tipped up, no good at the buzzer. Cornish couldn't cash in, but Nicholls will go to the locker room with a
tough jumper because nobody was really open out on the perimeter.
Here's Ireland with it. Minute plus into the second half and no one scored yet. As Ireland drives, loses control, an entire Horizon League, and he's a high major talent when it comes. Is back in there for Northern Kentucky. 7-foot freshman. Did not play against Florida State, did Rapolis.
I think it's really a fight right now for that backup center spot between the two, him and Cesar Chilombo.
And how about Robinson with a little baby hook action? Terribly, but Rapolis picks it off the ground. Now it's Dilling looking for Vincent. He's got him. Robinson, nice spin move, and he lays it up off the glass and in. His own board eventually, and now Nicholls has another chance again. Here's Ireland shaking and baking. He finds his man down low, and he lays it up and in. That's Ike Cornish. It's Nicholls' foul of the half. Here's Northern Kentucky with it. Robinson just backs his man down. That just means stand up tall, hands straight up in the air, right?
Exactly. He didn't try and put his hands down towards the defender. He just walled up, made him shoot over him.
That is Robinson through traffic, and it counts. And he'll go to the free throw line.
He might have to be.
And an old-fashioned three-point play. Find the man cutting the baseline. Cornish had it deflected. As Atijere's back in the game, and now here come the Norse in transition. It's Robinson through traffic, and he will draw the foul. And that's 2 straight trips. Trey Robinson, current head coach at North College Hill High School. He was on, you know, Mitchell is on the basketball team. His middle child, back to live action here. A missed shot there, and it's pulled down and a rebound by Sincere Malone, and another second opportunity on the offensive end for Nicholls, and it turns into a 3-point basket by Byron Ireland.
Yeah, a bit of a gamble there. Great run by Tigre.
Look out below! It's the Stufferino in transition.
They won't even need all 18 anyways.
That's 100% true. Even though there's been 2 shot clock violations. Oh, Makai Collins almost slammed one in, but instead he's fouled, and he'll have to earn it. We've not seen. Here's Ireland directing traffic. He's looking for the high ball screen, and he'll get it. Still has it. He'll kick it out. This is Cornish, and the man with the mask knocks it down. Ike Cornish. And now all of a sudden Nicholls is starting to breathe some life back into them. Dilling. And he's fouled out on the perimeter by Brown. 90 pounds out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Attended Oshkosh North. Ball. And he's got an interest.
If you can shoot, you can shoot.
It's about the final result. Florida. The pump fake, and Cornish drives into a double team, and he will go to the free throw line. Take your pick on that one. See the replay here. They're going to call. So that's why he got tagged with it. And it wrapped.
Get him for these last maybe 1-2 possessions, get another rest, and get him going.
New life, and it got them a chance to go back to Indianapolis. There's Dilling with the floater, no good, and a rebound by Atijere's.
Just reemphasize how much the Norse needed him.
This is professional, you know, chances by going and testing a whole bunch of friends here. I've got nothing but great things to say about Quez. It's a shame we couldn't get him to stay, right?
Exactly. But he also won a Horizon League championship as well.
Absolutely.
Can't forget that.
Yeah, among other things. But it's just not the same without him. All-time leading scorers at Northern Kentucky. I'd be remiss in not sending a shout-out to our guy Drew McDonald, the person who Quez beat for that title. He's still the all-time leading rebounder. As how about Hubie Gregorius with a long. As we get back to live action, Dilling brings it across. He gets it over to Vincent. He'll kick it out to Dilling. He's ready to rise and fire. And how about that? He knocks it down as well.
Playing the game. You can practice as much as you want. Playing the game.
Cornish misses the corner three as Vincent goes flying, and he is fouled. And that will send Northern Kentucky to the front. And he ties it up. Got quiet in here, and no good, too strong, but the game remains. We approach the 8-minute mark. We remain tied at 48. And it's turned over, and Pettis made her long-awaited Norse debut. Got the assist on that, and just
it's that first half, NQ really started to get back to their fundamentals, playing defense.
But Northern Kentucky is chipped away, and they're back in it. Here's a double team there. Another double team. It's blocked, but again, it stays with Nicholls.
Now that's 7 blocks for the Norse as a team. Is that Nate?
Caleb Robinson with a tip in as well. They got, what, 3 or 4 offensive rebounds. And an incredible performance on the boards for Nicholls. Now the Colonels take the lead back at 50-49. Here's Dilling for 3, and he rattles it in for Northern Kentucky. English tried to cross over in front of Vincent, got it knocked away, and now a foul on the loose ball, and it looks like it's Caleb Robinson who is called for the personal. Here's Dilling with it. Working on Brown, a floater from the elbow, no good. Robinson comes flying in. There's contact, and it looks like it is going to be against Collins.
Robinson back to the line for an effort play, just flying to the glass.
In the first 2 games against Florida State and Purdue.
Yeah, the scoring will come. I think he's listening to the broadcast.
You think so?
Somehow.
Well, or maybe we're just stealing from the same person. And that's more of a foul right there. We'll take that one. As he will shoot into that student section, and he misses the front end. Here's Pettis with it. He'll get it back to Dilling. He pump fakes, and 3 guys come out on him. So he finds Robinson down low. He backs Collins down and kisses it off the banking board.
Trey Robinson has no fear in the paint right now. He's getting the ball and just going right up and putting it through.
Here's Brown with it as Northern Kentucky with its largest lead at 5 right now. Little no-look pass to the corner. It's Ike Cornish, and he quiets the crowd momentarily. The Colonels from Thibodaux, Louisiana. And it's knocked away by Vincent. West tries to grab Vincent's jersey and will commit the foul to avoid the breakaway.
From your 5th-year guy who's been here all 5 years now.
During his career at times by Marquez Warwick or Sam Vincent or Trayvon Faulkner, and he realizes that this is his opportunity to put his identity on a team here. And in his last opportunity to play college basketball, he's going to put his earmark on this team as West drives, and he is fouled down low. And it's going to be a Tigeray, played at Clarendon College, where he was the player of the year in that team's junior situation. Will be a 1-and-1 before it's the double bonus. And he missed them both. And Northern Kentucky gets the rebound. Use some clock here as Robinson will hand off to Pettis. Now it's Dilling. Here's the lob! Oh, it wasn't clean, but it counts! Nobody in the league comes up and gets that ball.
No, but Akian Tigeray will do things on a nightly basis that you just don't see throughout a season.
And that one goes in, and a foul, and Ireland is in pain on the floor. But Kean, that wasn't a great lob. How about that student section? It's coming force here. He banked it in. He was heavy-handed on the first one. He rattles that one in. So he does end up making them both. And it's a 3-point Northern Kentucky lead as the Norse have the ball. Here's Dilling with it. He gets the screen. Clears out for Dilling, too strong. It's rebounded by Nicholls. And as we approach the 2-minute mark, once again, the Colonels have a chance to tie this one up.
Yeah, Norris like what they're getting right now. Put Josh Dilling in a pick and roll and just let him find either open pass. Yeah, and the only reason we're not seeing him is really because of the turnover problem.
Here's Trey English with it now. To Brown for three. Too strong. Another offensive rebound. This time by Cornish, no good. And Vincent comes away with it after a Tijere deflected it. And now Northern Kentucky can make it a two-possession game as we approach the 92nd mark of this one. Vincent with it now. Pulls up, a floater off the glass, no good. Tipped up once by a Tijere. Again, another chance for Nicholls to tie the game with a three-point shot. Oh, he just lulled Dilling to sleep and raced to the basket and kissed it off the window. Northern Kentucky with a 1-point lead in the ball as we approach the 1-minute mark, and Darren Horn is going to let his team play through this. Here is Pettis. Little fancy dribble, almost lost control of it. Vincent gets it to a Tijere from the free throw line, too strong, and it's Robinson with an offensive board through traffic, and he will go to the line as Collins fouls him.
Who else but Trey Robinson? When the Norse need a score, he's like, this is kind of what he can do on a nightly basis.
And the first one. And he makes the second, and now Darren. So Northern Kentucky will sit back in its defense. It's Ireland again, trying to drive this time on Pettis. Good defense, but they still come away with it. Great loose ball pickup by Cornish. He gets it to West, and now Nicholls has tied it up. 30 seconds left to go. Northern Kentucky, it's a 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Dilling. He's going to take it down to the end of it, it looks like.
Looking to put him in a pick and roll with Trey Robinson here.
Dilling drives through traffic, no good. Rebounded by Nicholls, that's Cornish. 6 seconds, the Colonels have a chance to win it. Here's Ireland in traffic, off the banking board and in. And Nicholls takes the lead with 0.2 seconds left on the clock.
Wow, a lot of contact on both sides. Everybody's playing through it, they're taking a look at it. But what a...
Or if it's more. But how about this play? Another loose ball they picked up, and they get it to their guy.
And I mean, quick glance at the opposite clock. I mean, they might get a double this, give them
big ask here. As Vincent will throw it, and it's intercepted, and Nicholls is going to get out of here with a win and improve its record on the season to 2-2. They gave up a 19-point lead to Northern Kentucky, but they were still able to finish it off and come away with a win.
Pretty impressive win early in the season. You lose a big lead, morale can fall. No chance for Nicholls.